Hello, welcome back to Levels of Madness. This is where a bunch of nerds get together, play D&D. We've got two different campaigns that we're running right now. We have mine, which is a homebrew spin on Dragon of Icespire Peak, and then on Fridays we play Jess's game, uh, who we play her campaign, which is a fully homebrew world. Tonight we're going to be playing mine, which is, like I said, Dragon of Icespire Peak. We've got some of our players here with us today. If y'all want to kick us off by introducing your character, who you're playing tonight. Troy, who you playing this evening?
Hello, I am Troy. I play Jeb, the human wizard.
And Josh.
I play Tandoral, the High Elf Artificer.
And Jesse.
I play Eris, the Air Genasi druid.
Awesome. EJ.
Play Snicketch, a halfling assassin.
And Sis.
Supple, I am a warlock changeling.
Awesome. Yeah, so we have our group of adventurers here that we see come barreling down a dirt path after narrowly escaping a ambush in a between two cliffs, kind of gotten jumped by a bunch of orcs, half orcs, archers, and a particularly mystical half orc that ran up, gave Jeb some kind of terrifying visions, potentially of, the future or something happening or something that could happen or just something to mess with his mind and the rest of the group. They were able to escape that situation, came tearing around outside of the kind of little valley that they were fighting in, and they are now coming towards this Falcon's hunting lodge, which they were when they were heading out of town from the main section of this story. Kind of the home base of where the story takes place is a town called Phandalin. While there, they were instructed to take the supplies that they have, that they are helping get this cart along with Samantha and Vincent, the two ox that are pulling this cart and its supplies. They were instructed to head up to Loggers Camp, but along the way, they were welcome to stop here at Falcon's Hunting Lodge, which Falcon is a friend of Matilda's, and she gave you a good bottle of booze as a gift for him. So y'all were heading towards the hunting lodge, which is when you were kind of set upon by those dastardly villains. You're now crossing the bridge to what you would assume is the hunting lodge. As y'all come across, you see a river and a stone bridge crossing this river, and I actually have a fun little blurb, some flavor text from the book that I will actually read y'all. Um, a thin fog surrounds a fortified compound standing in a clearing on the east side of a narrow river. A 10-foot high log palisade surrounds the compound, whose main building is a two-story stone and wood affair with a high-pitched roof, gables, window shutters, and a stone chimney. Attached to the main building is a blocky tower of gray stone, its high roof lined with battlements. Other structures including a two-story stable house and a gatehouse whose flat roof is enclosed by iron railings. A stone bridge spans over the river, ending before an oaken door set into the gatehouse's outer wall. Mounted next to the door is a bell with a short rope hanging from its clapper. So there's some. Don't always get flavor text right from the book, but we got some for you tonight, which is exciting. So y'all come up to the stone bridge. You see the outside of this compound is 10-foot tall, like basically security, like logs, a log palisade. Fun fact, I had to Google palisade. Did not know what that was. It's a big wood wall. And then in front of y'all is a stone and wooden tower with a large wooden gate that you are rolling across. As you start to cross the river, what do y'all want to do?
What do we? So directly in front of us is a gate. Is it open or is it?
It is closed.
Okay,
Do we
just
see
roll
any
perception.
guards? Yeah, roll
I
perception.
I tell the guys who's driving this thing to get off and go knock on the door. Get the fuck off. Go knock on the door. Tell them we're here.
One of them mops up and they're like, I still haven't been able to change my pants after you made me shit my pants. And
You'll get pants when we're done. Okay.
Oh, okay. And they start walking up to the door, to the gate, and
Can I cast mending on his pants and get rid of the shit pants?
yes.
Is
I'll
that
cast
getting
I
rid of
cast
poop?
mending on his pants and get rid of his shit pants.
You see that they start to walk up to the door, and there is a rope hanging by the gate that goes up towards the top with that's attached to a bell. And as he pulls, the clapper of the bell begins to ring toward at the top of the tower.
I pull my
So
gun
he
out.
gives that a couple of tugs. You hear, dong, dong, like as it starts to go off. You don't hear anything right away. But then after, and I'm seeing some perception checks rolling in. So just what the fuck did you do? You nat one?
I'm just seeing some perception checks rolling in here. That was beautiful.
Let's address
perception
this.
rolling in.
Let's address these perception checks
Rolling
that
in
we've
from
got.
the east.
Rolling in
We
from
have
the east.
perception check.
As you'll see. But we'll have a nice sunny Thanksgiving weekend after we get through these perception checks. So I will resolve these perception checks really quick. So 16, 17, 18, 8. So with those, the 16, 17, 18, you hear kind of the brushing of this river below y'all. You are listening for the sounds of, things, trying to get a clue of like what's happening behind the gate. You hear the sounds of livestock, goats, pigs, what sounds like maybe, clucking of chickens. You don't hear too much milling about going on, but you do hear what sounds like now footsteps coming up to the tower. And right about this time, you see a older gentleman, probably late 40s, 50s, come up to the top of the ramparts. There's a flat roof up at the top of this tower. It's a stone and wooden guard's gate. Comes to the top and goes, "Who goes there?"
Well, we're an adventuring party. Just got our asses kicked a little ways back. Think we crash here for a little bit?
We also have things for you.
For who? For myself.
The place, this place.
We have
The-
booze from Matilda for Falcon.
Oh yeah,
She said-
Matilda.
Oh, wonderful!
We're a convoy.
I thought I recognized Samantha and Vincent. Hello, darlings. How are you?
They are safe thanks to us.
Wonderful. Be just a moment, and you see that he kind of disappears out of sight. You hear some
Give us
scraping.
something really good because we kept them safe. He knows how important they are. Pretty sure he's gonna give us some like super cool thing.
You might. You hear scraping and the sounds of like a bit like a wheel turning, and you see like the two big wooden gates start to slowly open before y'all. Y'all start to head in. I'm assuming y'all are just kind of staying with the cart. moving along.
Troy can mess with my token. Troy's messing with my token. I can't control my token anymore. DM, help me.
There,
Troy's being a butthead.
you goons. I don't know where it is anymore.
I got it. What are these numbers? Did you put these numbers on me?
What numbers?
What numbers?
I don't see any numbers.
35 and 15?
Yeah.
I put them on you, yeah.
Do they need to be there?
Not today, but
Okay,
they
but
did
you-
previously, so I didn't fucking kill y'all or attempt to not kill y'all.
Oh.
But you don't need them now.
Okay.
So you're welcome to get rid of them if you don't need them.
I don't think he tried too hard not to
I
have
don't think
them
I
kill
can.
us.
Oh, I can.
I'm pretty sure one of us almost died.
I try, you know.
And it wasn't the
I-
one it usually is.
I try to dance the razor's edge between actively and viciously trying to kill y'all and passively trying to kill y'all.
Sometimes
Depends on
happy
the evening.
accidents just, they occur.
Yeah, depends on how y'all are rolling that night. Depends on how I'm rolling that night. So yeah, y'all following the cart in. You see that you go in towards, and you're greeted by this older gentleman that recognizes Samantha and Vincent, and starts to have a short conversation with the human drivers. As y'all are walking up, they have gotten out and they've walked up to him. You can hear that he's kind of having a conversation about like mostly addressing Samantha and Vincent, like, oh, lovely, love to see you, dogs. Do y'all approach him? What's the plan as y'all walk in? On the inside of this, like, y'all are walking next to the cart. The cart's kind of in front of y'all. As you enter, to your left, you see like a big like wooden structure. Just to your right is like an all stone and brick structure. It's your typical, what you'd think of a kind of very typical medieval compound. Big log woods, dirt kind of grounds. The area around y'all have been cleared of trees, so it's visible around y'all if y'all are looking up from the ramparts. You hear livestock to your right, and in front of you is the gentleman speaking to the two humans. What would you like to do?
So this is not Falcon.
Isn't you have not asked who this is. You can find out.
What's the place that we're at now?
Falcon's Hunting Lodge.
Falcon's Hunting Lodge.
They were looking for the owner who wants to be the Karen and ask for the manager.
You think we can you could point us towards Falcon?
You see that he walks over and he's like, "Oh, yes, absolutely, sure. You said that you have something for Sir Falcon."
Yes, very important.
Absolutely. And what is it that you're carrying here? What is it that you've brought for Falcon?
Well, I'll let Falcon know that. Thank you.
Interesting. Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
13.
13. You see him look somewhat bemused by that. Like, oh. Like, in his head, he's like, well, I was going to start by offering you, so you seem all a little worse for wear. It's going to point you in the direction of things that you need, but if it's straight to business, then that can be done. And you see that he walks around the corner, looks down the edge of towards the south, like towards the south yard, towards the other buildings, and you see like sprinting down towards y'all from the other, just like dusty, like kind of ragged clothes, but like very short, like teenage girl, like short, Reddit, like pixie cut, short, like runs up and like immediately like runs up to the person that you've been talking to and makes like very excited like hand gestures. And he turns and like makes hand gestures back towards her in a more curt and formal way. And it looks like they are having a conversation, and you realize that they're speaking sign language to each other. And you see that he kind of like she's doing these very big, lavish like gestures and like pointing back towards the south of the village or south of the buildings. And you see him doing like very curt, short, like,
I have ASL as one of my languages.
"You are welcome to."
I'm joking. American Sign Language.
I do actually know American Sign Language,
That's
but
awesome.
Supple does not.
You
Does
are
that
welcome.
fall under thieves'
So
camp?
at first I was very like, oh, and then I was like, that doesn't help me at all. That doesn't exist.
That's
in
that
D&D
real world
world.
knowledge. That's not
Yeah.
not D&D
So-
knowledge.
I was like looking into this because it's not so. Snicketch, you would actually be able to make out a handful of these
Oh.
signs because thieves can't does have some like if you're a very stealthy, you would have some form of communication. If you're like working in silence, working in stealth, like you'd have some kind of like small, like you'd recognize like a few things here and there. You could pick up like a stop there, go, like stuff like that. If anyone would like to have sign language as a language and you want to pepper that into your backstory, you're welcome to. Sis, you are welcome. I know
I
that
totally would.
you are welcome to do that. So you, if you would like that to be part of your character, you can definitely do that, and we can work out how you would like to do that. So if you would like to engage with this conversation that you're having, you are welcome to. If you wanted to chime in.
Well, I
There's
won't.
no
Can I
object-
like?
No sign language.
Can I like? Discreetly eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Just watch.
What do I roll? To like kind of so like not I don't because I don't want to stare. If I know sign language, I would know not to like just openly stare at them.
Yeah.
I like can
Slide of eyes, maybe.
Athletics.
Slide of eyes. Roll deception.
Deception?
That's a better
Okay.
that's a better word for it.
I would say either stealth or deception.
Stealth or deception. Yeah, you're welcome to do
Okay.
either.
But insight.
Performance.
I was doing deception.
The 19 in deception. That yeah,
Woo!
you. So you see them start to have this conversation, and you kind of slide over. You're kind of kicking around close to the cart still. They haven't walked too far away from it, and you're just kind of out of the corner of your eye, like catching up on to the conversation. And you, with a 19, you're able to A, be cool, and B, pick up the majority of the conversation. And it goes basically along the lines of she comes running up, very excited to tell him about some things that she found with the chickens. That the looks like the eggs are gonna like, oh, we're probably gonna have more chicken soon. And him being like, that's lovely. I need you to help these new patrons. And her being like, oh, like the basically just kind of exacerbated, like, really, like, can I just point, like, the stables are over there, they can hook them up. So, and he's like, that's not how we treat our guests. Like a very formal, like, miss, like, you know that you need to be assisting these people. And her being like, people, and then like basically talking shit for like, she starts to basically just like cut y'all up, like, oh yeah, this dumb looking wizard, like, I'm really gonna like, I'm sure he'll need the most help. Like, it's basically just starts because she's clearly like a teenager, like 12, 13, 14, like just these motherfuckers. And him being
Do not tell Tandoro this.
yes, EJ.
I accidentally hit the mute button right as you started talking about that. Can you repeat the insults real quick? It's just important. There's something important. We might have
She's gonna talk shit about Jeb looking like a dusty wizard, like a dusty human, like looking kind of bummy, rednecky.
He's wearing an
she'll-
open bathrobe.
Yeah, yeah, like she's definitely gonna talk shit about Jeb.
Does
She's
he
gonna
just
be
like straight up look like the dude?
Pretty much. I've decided.
He's just got a
That's-
he's
that's
just got a
him.
white Russian with him. We don't know where they come from. They just show up randomly.
he's just prestidigitating them around.
Fantastic.
He's got bunny slippers on. Just like, where did you get
Fantastic.
these? She's gonna be like, very confused. She'd be like, also pretty sure that's a giant rat. Like, are we letting giant rats like into the house now? Like,
Ooh.
Wait, but doesn't he?
Maybe he'd
Isn't that
like that.
he
Yeah,
flattering?
like
that.
I would love that.
Flattering.
That's the ultimate compliment. That woman says she loves Snicketch.
Yeah.
True.
Snicketch is in love
Snicketch-
again.
Snicket's just having like passing euphoria right now.
Snicketch just falls in love with every person that like shows him like a compliment,
Mhm.
Confirmation of his rathood.
confirmation of rathood.
I in charge now.
So yeah,
That's
so
the
you
word,
see
man,
this
thank
this back and forth take place of him being like, help these people, and her like cutting them up, like just being a typical like teenager.
Oh yeah, she's a teenager. Never mind about what I just said.
Yeah, she's like
She's
13,
too young for
13,
Snicketch.
14. But he will fully enjoy the compliment in a very platonic and wholesome way.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, Josh.
Just edit
I-
that out.
Nope. I was gonna suggest that I might know sign language too, being stealthy and having thieves' tools and being proficient with them. Can I say that I picked up on some of what she said, and can I message her,
These
say
are
something
tools.
to her in her mind?
Roll something. Roll. You gotta give me something to have been trying to not eavesdrop and trying to pick up on it. So you gotta give me either deception, insight, stealth,
Let's do
not
stealth.
acrobatics.
Let's do stealth.
Not acrobatic.
I've decided that I know the comprehend languages spell. Can I
19.
cast that right now?
19.
19.
If you want to cast comprehend languages, you're gonna have to roll and like pass their like. You're gonna try and cast a spell and not have them see it if you would like.
Oh. No, I don't know that. I'm just joking.
Okay, I was like, we can do it, but y'all are getting riskier and riskier trying to eavesdrop on this conversation.
Jeb's like, fuck being quiet. Who's talking a different
Yeah.
language? Like,
Why
who's
don't-
being rude here, motherfuckers?
I only know one language, and that's this island's language, which is common.
We speak common in Fandalen. Fandelfin.
No, he would say Fandalen.
He would say Fandelen. Oh God, he would say, yeah. not-
Oh God,
It's not Fandolin, it's Fandelen.
Vandalen.
Fandalen.
Smirching the
Never
dude's
heard of
good
it.
Name.
Here on the Sword Coast, it's common or nothing. Jesus Christ. I swear before the end of this campaign, like, Jeb's gonna pool all of his resources to like build a wall between here, like the Sword
God.
Coast, and like,
Just an imaginary wall.
yeah, exactly.
Just gonna
I'm starting with the fence and I'm warming my way up. Um,
Oh god.
so with a 19 stealth,
Don't give
you
me
are
any ideas.
you're able to pick up a decent chunk of this. We're gonna say, so several of you want to work it into your backstory of like being proficient in sign language. We can do that. Snicketch, you will have very basic knowledge. Like Thieves' Cant will be like you're only picking up a very small amount
Yeah.
of what they're saying. Same with you, Chendoral. You'll pick up bits and pieces. Like you will pick up like very functional statements. Like some of the nuance of what she's saying is going to be lost on you, but she's going to be you'll be able to pick up like he looks formal, she looks annoyed. He's telling her to do a thing she doesn't want to, and he's like help these people. Her no, these people like fuck like this sucks. And then sis, if you want to pepper it in, we can work on the side of like you'll be more of it being like an actual language. So you'll pick up more than the rest of them, and you can at some point, if you want to relay all of the things that you've picked up on this conversation, you're
I
welcome to
don't
do
want to
that.
relay like specifically that she's grumpy about
Yeah.
us.
You can decide on what you want to relay whenever we get there.
Okay.
So they have this conversation. She looks like flustered, and he walks back over to you, and he's like, "If you'd be so kind as to follow the Lady Mira, she will assist in putting your gear away, your getting the cart and everything settled, so that way you're familiar with where it is whenever you need to head out again, and then I will go and fetch Master Falcon."
Thank you.
And he is going to like again kind of like look at Mira and be like, be nice, basically. Is it? And she's gonna make it very like this, like flapping mouth, and she like kind of rolls her eyes at y'all, and it makes an exaggerated like, come on, like motion towards y'all. Oh god, Eris, I'm so excited with how Eris is going to interact with Mira. I'm so excited. I didn't even think about it.
Can I
God
roll,
damn it.
Can I roll perception to see if I pick up on the fact that she doesn't understand what's happening with a person who's deaf and speaking with their hands?
Roll perception
Oh God.
or insight.
15.
Is Eris just staring hard at them? Just
I am trying to like as soon as I realize that they're communicating, like this is fascinating and I'm mimicking. I'm just doing everything. So when she's like I'm like, oh, mumbo jumbo, mumbo jumbo.
You know, so you are you're welcome. So you got a 15 on the perception. You're kind of seeing this take place. You also know Eris. Are you going to interact with this?
Nope.
You're
Nope.
gonna let it play, let it play out.
No,
I mean, I'm to try to attempt to like.
I want to send her a message. I'll send her a message and be like, Eris, look at me.
It's gonna freak her out. She's like,
What?
She's like, hello.
No,
you cast a whirlwind. She's like, what the fuck?
It's not
She
your
looks at her
hand.
hands, just like, oh, I got new magic.
This is what happens when you eat those mushrooms. Sometimes bad things happen.
You didn't drive her insane.
This is your super ego. Listen to me. Listen. Eris, this is
I go
Tandora.
over to Jeb
Stop.
and I'm like, I'm like, my hand signals and the mumbo jumbo. I hear people.
I just stopped.
Can
I
I
just
can
stopped
I do like
messaging.
an Arcana check?
I stopped
to
messaging
see
right
if
away.
I can see
I
tell
cut
if
the
he's
line.
casting a spell.
I cut the line.
Roll Arcana.
This got out of hand.
Tandora's in my head.
It derailed very quickly.
Nat
No.
20.
My God.
Wait, can I roll Arcana back at him?
Counter
So,
Arcana.
Can I
Counter
counter?
Arcana. Can you, if you nat 20, can you beat a 28?
No.
Let
Let me. If I nat 20 though, that's still a challenge. Shut up.
I mean, nat
It's
20.
a 14. It was almost a 20.
Almost.
Just
So I
wanted
got,
to see
I
if
got
you could do it
a
again.
natural 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
that's
a
just
nat.
Tando messing with you.
Yeah, you instantly you're like, I know a message spell when I see it. Add some first level magic there, buddy.
So I'm just like, oh.
But seriously, you should stop doing those hand signs. They're kind of talking to each other.
What?
I sent her a message. It's rude.
What is? I
The
say out
hand-
loud.
The hand,
Mimicking the hand
the ha-
signals is not socially acceptable.
what he said,
But she's using the hand signals and he used the hand signals.
because they need
Can
to.
can I sign to the girl like that she doesn't know? She's a whatever.
Yeah, do you want to walk up to Mira, like tap her and start to have a conversation with her?
What?
Do you want to walk up to Mira and like
I thought you said
Pepper.
Murin, and I was like,
Mira,
is this a
Emmy.
crossover episode?
all right, Mira,
Um,
Mera.
right. Has she noticed Eris like doing the hand signals or whatever?
So she started she waved y'all like come on, and she just started down the path. So she's going to assume that y'all are following her. So she's a good 10-20 paces ahead of y'all as you start to turn to walk towards her to have this conversation.
Well then I'm not gonna worry about it until she if she sees or notices what Eris is doing. I'm not gonna catch up to her and hey, look at our friend being a dick. By the way, she doesn't meet you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and if y'all want to move your tokens to where you'd like to be, y'all are gonna start heading south to put the things away. To put the so y'all start heading down south, following Mira. She walks y'all towards the stables down south. As you get there, you see that there's already a couple of horses in here on the y'all's left. On the right side of the map, you see this is where there's a bunch of livestock. They look like they have good sized pens. They all look like the animals are very well taken care of. They look healthy, nothing untoward's going on. You also see in the stables is one extraordinary, lavish horse, one of the largest horses you have ever encountered. However many hands is a lot of hands for a horse. This one has a lot more than that. This horse weighs 28,000 pounds. We got
What?
papers for it and everything.
Animal handle it. I want to animal handle the horse. I want to touch the horse. I want to pet the horse.
The heaviest
saw-
horse ever is 1,800 pounds.
It's double that. We got the papers for it and
28,000.
everything. Y'all haven't seen this? There's the dude that sings. He takes internet arguments and sings them.
Oh yes, I love
it's-
him.
It's this dude and so there's one where this woman online is arguing about how her horse weighs 15,000 pounds. I will post it in chat. Yeah, it's hilarious. At some point, go check it out. But yes, this stable is a giant fuck off horse. With the 15 animal handling, you're able to walk up towards it and put your hand out, and this thing dwarfs the size of Eris. But it seems very nice, long, beautiful mane, and it kind of leans down and kind of snuffles at you, gives you the big horsey chuffs.
I am petting. I am loving. Does this mean that I can now turn into that animal that is this fucking big?
That's very fancy. Fucking druids, man.
Yes, I can touch it.
That may come in handy later. Having a
Yes.
big ass horse in the wheelhouse. That may come in handy later. Cool. So she walks down and she starts to unhook and unbridle Samantha and Vincent, gets them into their pens, and she's mostly kind of ignoring y'all. Just kind of doing her work. Do y'all try and engage with her? Do you try and engage with the animals, or y'all just hanging out? Also, as you're walking past, you will notice that you see the main building. As you're passing this stone building that's down here, I've so lovingly labeled it for y'all. There is a smithy here. So as you're walking by, it is like an opened, big open like stone building. You see like the fire going in the back, and you see that there's not currently anyone attending to it, but there is lots of like bits and pieces of things, armory tools, some like half-mended shields, some broken armor, things like that. Seems like this is a very actively used smithy. Are y'all interacting with anything down here? Y'all wanting to do anything down here? Just kind of waiting for Mira to finish up with the Samantha and Vincent.
Can I sneak around and see if I can find any noteworthy daggers in here? If there's nobody inside.
Yeah, hit me with if y'all are in there like
go
looking
there
for
too.
stuff. Yeah, hit me with an investigate.
Investigation. Okay, I've got a plus.
How many animals are in this area?
That's a 20 not net.
20 not nat. Y'all can also roll investigation.
Got a 10.
Eris, over there, I actually have a hard number for you. There are 24 chickens and a rooster, 6 pigs, and 4 goats.
I want to animal handle all of them.
Hit me with 24 animal handling. And we'll just take
can I do like can I do an animal handling? I don't have to touch like all of them, but one of each species. So these are new to me.
Yeah, give me 4 4 animal handling checks.
Okay.
And then we have a 20 not nat, a 10, and what else in investigation?
10. Oh, no, I said a 10, sorry.
Jeb, are you rolling?
16.
16? Cool. For the 10, you're gonna find kind of like it looks like they're kind of like half-finished projects. It looks like some, kind of in the middle of being mended shields, some gauntlets that look like they're a little worse for wear, but are in the process of being mended. With a 16, you'll find kind of any of the tools that you'd need to, if you did wanted to fix anything, or maybe upgrade some armor, anything like that, you may find that. But for that 20, you will find what looks to be a very fancy and completed set of armor.
Ooh.
It looks very polished. It looks It looks like there is, and if you want to give me an Arcana check as well.
All this stuff probably belongs to Falcon.
Fancy.
How's that Arcana check?
Because I'm so magical, can I have advantage?
Because you rolled so high in investigation.
roll one?
You can roll Arcana, yeah.
There we go. That's a
Nat
20. That is
Natural one.
wow.
So
That is a
one.
22. 22.
You're staring out of the smithy, but like, them chickens seem like they're a little spooky. So you got a 20 something?
22.
22. This is clearly a magical suit of armor.
I take it.
Roll. Are you just gonna put it into the bag? Into a bag? Or you
Yeah.
put it on, or how are you gonna?
I'm gonna bag it up. I'm not putting it. I just, hey guys,
Clank, clank, clank.
Fuck you. This is mine
Fuck you.
now.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
stealing
scoop
shit.
it. I'm gonna scoop it. Wait, I mean,
Bag
what?
it up.
Okay, can I? What is this? I mean, this room is just like a room full of junk. Like, is it like a shop? Is it like
It's a smithy.
Does anybody? Is this like in like a locker? Does it have someone's name on it?
Just out.
Yeah, let's get
And
wild.
now
I'm
the
gonna take it.
decisions will be made.
I'm gonna take
Take it.
I
My
put it.
life's work. Where is it?
Take it.
I take it. I put it in my bag. What is it called?
Just ruin some.
So it does look like a suit of armor. You can tell it's magical. You'll need to spend a little more time with it use identify or something to know specifically like what kind of armor this is.
Okay, well we're about to go long rest, so
There you go.
cool.
You may have identify here in a minute. So yeah, you bag it up. so y'all are kind of in there for a minute. Eris, you're hanging out with all the animals. Sepple, where are you at?
I would also like to hang out with the animals.
Cool. So you're down here. Y'all are just like kicking it. You see the pigs are rooting around, being pigs. Chicken clucking, doing their things. Goats.
I
One of
take
the.
one and make it my pet.
You're like, I will have a pig in every campaign. Period. Um. Yeah. Yeah. That's the gift right there. I want all of them. Yeah. Eris is just like sprinting from one side of the pen to the other, like just hanging out with all of them.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on Eris to make sure she doesn't like hurt any of the animals. But really, I'm just there because I want to hang out with the animals too.
You do see that Mira
She's
has
just
since.
choking it. She's like, I love you so much.
Yeah,
Right.
we don't want like a Lenny situation.
Right. You're just kind of over the shoulder. You're like, okay, this seems
I don't know.
like
That's 7 animal
I
handling.
have a
like,
+0 to strength, guys. I'm
Yeah.
not a strong gal.
was it, but with 20, 18, 12, 7, we'll balance out that 7 that you that instead of choking out one of the animals, you just happen to trip over one of the goats.
You know,
Um,
honestly, tracks.
The goat is fine, but Eris kind
no
of
goats were
kinda
harmed. Thank you.
yeah, no goats are armed in the making of this episode. You see, so we'll put Eris is just like in there, hanging out with them. You see that Mira has finished up and is just kind of like hands on hips, like staring at Eris, like just kind of like just watching this take place. And you can roll insight for me.
Fuck off. I hit my phone. Inside. 10.
You see here, it's like a look of amusement, maybe confusion, maybe like she doesn't look mad. She just looks like very like, okay, this girl, what is going on here?
Harris just
And
like kind of awkwardly like turns a little bit and continues to pet a goat. Like just now kind of like that weird anime where you're like hunched over and it's just like
pet,
lines
pet,
going
pet.
by her head, just like,
pet,
I don't know how to make attention. Like she's just like, okay.
She then like kind of like chuckles at this and then makes like a come here motion.
She kind of
Your
like
hand was blurred out, so it just looked like you were flicking her off.
She makes a
mumbo jumbo, mumbo. No.
she makes a come hither motion.
Eris she kind of looks like she thinks she might be in trouble, like and like kind of wanders over a little bit.
Come
Like,
here right now.
don't do that. I don't like that.
Right over here. And you see that she like as you get up to her, she like does one of these motions and then she makes like a kind of a quiet like motion, and she walks you over and on the corner there's a pin and you see that there's a bunch of little like takes you basically into like a little chicken coop and there's a bunch of like freshly born like just cheaping like just a whole swarm
my
of little baby
God.
cheapers,
I love
just
to see it.
baby
Shiny
chicks.
eyes are just like,
And you see
What
that
are-
she
what are
makes
these?
she like makes like a very like a this kind of hand motion and she like very like gingerly like picks one up and then like looks at you and then like sets it back down.
Eris kind of like points at herself. She's like, can do that?
She gives you a thumbs up.
Super gingerly. It's just
Yeah,
like
she's
she even
like-
like uses a little puff of air from her little gust cantrip and like kind of helps lift the chick up a little bit. So she's like very gingerly scooping it up and then like And then puts it down.
You see that
Okay.
Mira kind of like chuckles, like kind of like does like a little like laughing motion, and then she kind of like waves y'all out.
She follows, and she's just like, "Oh, this."
We're gonna eat those later.
And then she points at Sepple, and she like points like towards where your friends are, and does like a like rally the troops kind of motion.
Oh, then I rally the troops.
Do
Blows her
you
war horn.
Are we leaving? What's
do you
happening?
interact with her at all, or is she just points to you, points at them, rally them up? Are you just
Yeah.
like cool, and then walk off?
No, I mean I'd like talk to her and say thanks and
Do
Right,
you
I'm
like at this point? Do you sign to her?
yes, I am going to sign to her
Okay,
and
cool.
tell her my name and stuff.
Sweet. That's yeah. I like. We don't have to do a whole back and forth, but I just didn't know if you were like,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
yes, and I'm gonna go, or do you want to like have some engagement with her?
Yeah. Although it would be funny to pretend that I didn't know sign language for a while, but I think that would piss her off. So
Probably, maybe. So she's a little surprised, but then like immediately is stoked, like, and then just starts to rapid fire sign language at you of like, oh shit, like you know sign like what, and then just starts like telling you about like all the names of the chickens that she has started to name.
okay, I'm gonna start telling Eris the names of the chickens, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to tell her to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, and she starts to like looks kind of, but then she's like slows like and like points, and she's like, this one's Lucy, this one's Steven,
This
this
one's
one like
bullshit.
yeah, this one's bullshit. Yeah. uh but just like very excitedly starts to tell you about like and this and just like and then kind of goes in and you see that she finger spells name and she's like, and Corwin doesn't ever like, I want to like play with these and blah blah, but he doesn't let me, and like I want to do all this stuff, and that's actually the first time that you've caught his name, the dude that first let y'all in here. And she's like, and then some of the guests that come in are kind of rude, but some of them are cool. Like, and I like this one. And this one time, this one gave, and just starts to like tell you like a bunch of like stories about her working here, because she is pumped to talk to someone that is not just Corwin.
I will absolutely like actively listen to all of that and like react and be like, oh, okay, yeah.
Like, sweet. Hell yeah. Awesome. So y'all have a fun little back and forth here. And I think we've got a Jess back, or she's starting to load back. But y'all have a fun little back and forth here. You'll have a conversation. When Jess comes back, we can ask if she interacts with this conversation. We'll say that y'all are like, as she's still like rapid fire, she's like walking next to y'all and like still continuing to like rapid fire sign at you. Y'all walk over to the smithy and grab the rest of the boys.
Yep. The rest of the boys are here. Let us leave the area.
Awesome. Can Jess hear us?
We can hold for a second and just kind of recap real quick. I can cut some stuff out.
Okay.
See, new computer, new location. I knew something was going to happen. It smelled. It smelled
Could sense it.
of technical issues.
Could feel it in the air.
Reeked. Disgusting. It disgustingly reeked. I'm going to try to do something here to get my attention in the video. There we go. Flash it. Flash it. Gotta cut around here, future Josh. This is the part where you cut around a little bit. Okay, wait, when Jess comes back. This is that time. There we go. Leaving myself notes. Don't worry, guys.
Right? Look at that. Out here thinking.
is dead.
The battery to what is dead?
Computer.
Oh, her DSL camera probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do audio.
Sometimes you can't have them plugged in, charging, and used at the same time.
Which sucks.
Like an Oculus, you can't charge it and play it at the same time. It won't let you.
I hadn't discovered that yet.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. At least y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta leave the camera on though.
You gotta leave the camera on? Okay.
Yep. I'll just turn your camera off because we have
Okay,
a little
that works.
video thing there. Boink, it's gone.
Cool.
Hang on. Where's the level of madness cover? I think it's right here. There, cam cover. There she is.
Damn fancy cameras with their shitty batteries. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I
We
will be a
have-
voice for the rest of it.
We have Eris. There we go. I'll just do that.
I am Eris.
And we lost EJ.
Did we?
Oh yeah.
You
Might
knew
be-
it, Josh. You
Might be
knew it.
wrapping up soon.
What's that Arcana, Jeb? What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? What's that natty one? Was that a while
that
ago?
was-
That was
was
see
his-
inside
Okay.
the
Yeah,
Wait,
when he was
good.
trying to.
seeing the armor. I have no fucking clue what it is.
Yeah, he wasn't even looking at it.
No, there is armor.
Maybe.
Right.
You're not sure. It could be an illusion too.
Totally. You see that armor and you are 100% sure it's not real.
Gang, what's going on,
Like,
everyone?
If I've ever
Haven't been
seen
here in
armor
a second.
before.
How we all
trying
doing? Well,
it.
this is
It's not it,
Craig's
buddy.
birthday
wanna put that
video,
back
right?
then,
In
though.
accounting.
It's some bullshit.
You're like, I could put my hand right through it, and you just like punch a set of armor. You're like, yep, see, it's fake all along.
Can I use magical tinkering to make Jeb's butt smell like poop?
You have
I
to
mean, I don't
touch
think you
his
have to-
butt.
Cast magic to make it do that.
That's true.
That's true.
Poison spray. I can just stand behind him and. Oh my gosh! Could I combine my poison spray and my gust and like make the wind carry it to a specific direction further?
You could give me the poison berries. I could put them in a cartridge and shoot them at people.
I mean, I probably do have some mushrooms that are like fucking gross, and if we can, you know, if
Can
Bernie
I-
bots every flavor beans this shit.
Jess, would Eris like a gun?
No.
No. Can
Can
I
I make-
mushrooms?
Can I
I
make
mean,
Eris a gun and then
That
make
shoots
bullets
mushrooms?
for her that are like her powers and like
Jesus Christ.
mushrooms and poisons and stuff?
I'm gonna regret saying maybe to this.
I'm gonna give her like a little Mac 10.
Jesus Christ.
she's just a healer. She gets triple attack advantage when she's
My God.
two-handing the Mac 10 on the foregrip. She's just like tanked up behind us, just
You'd be like, hey, can I make Snicketch a street sweeper? Like, no, no, you can't.
Can we
The
teach
Zamboni?
Snicket's breakdancing so he can be just a spinning blender of knives?
God.
yes.
I basically am.
You are
He just needs to start taking dance classes.
a full tornado of pain.
Step
Yeah,
it
he
up.
liked dancing before. I have chapstick on,
did.
not lipstick.
Don't lie. It's okay.
Not
We
that,
don't
I mean,
judge.
and not that
Both
there's
of them
anything
fine.
wrong
A
with
lovely shade, though.
it.
Whatever it is.
Thank you. Is the video for Jess and Brandon not working for y'all too?
Brandon
Brandon's
is
working.
working. Jess is not.
Just is not
Neither of
working.
them are working for me. Weird.
Jess's battery died.
Yeah,
Gotta find
F's
out
in the
if I can
chat.
get a cord.
I got kicked out of everything. I accidentally closed the window.
Uh-oh.
Let
That
me
was
know when
a
you're
good
ready.
cracker. We can-
Sig back and so I can signal to cut. Edit all this out.
Cut.
Yeah, now that we can hear everybody, everyone's back in.
Is your Audacity back up? Did it save your audio?
Me or Jess?
You.
It's fine. Yeah, it was
Okay.
recording.
I
just
didn't know
closed
if your
Chrome.
computer crashed or what.
No, I just accidentally closed the Chrome window while I was getting up to put on my chapstick, not lipstick.
Let me be very clear.
Nothing against it.
I'm
Setting the
just
record
not
straight.
wearing it. You gotta let the fans know where they can buy the same look.
Right? You're like, what's the shade? Okay, but we're all back in hearing and seeing and things. Things are recording. We're good to go.
Yep.
Alrighty. Then Josh, if you want to signal to yourself, however you want to signal to yourself, just do big arms like, "Hey, we're back. We're back. Edit from here." Awesome. So, y'all, Jess, Eris, you may have, I'm not sure where you cut off, but basically, Sis and Mira were having Mira realized that Sepul could sign, got pumped, and was just started like rapid firing, like telling her all about she was like, oh my god, and was like telling her all the names of all the different animals, like this one's named Lucy, and this one's named Steven, and this one's, and then like telling her about all the different people that have stayed at the hunting lodge, like, this person, once gave me this really cool thing that I found, and like I've met all these different kinds of people and blah blah. Basically just starts gets super excited to talk to someone that is not Corwin about just everything in general, and just is like super chatty Cathy. And so they have just like a big back and forth, and then she y'all walk over to get the rest of the folks, and she just the horses, or the oxes are all up, carts unhooked, and she's just like, follow me to inside. And she talking to Sepul, she's like, you can come meet Falcon. Falcon's the best, but like Mr. Falcon did this for me, and like he basically she just starts to be like, Falcon's like the coolest guy. Like y'all are gonna like Falcon, blah blah, blah, just excited and starts kind of and anytime she talks about Corwin, she makes an eye roll like this kind of motion. But she's like, but I'll go grab Falcon. And she's like, are you, and then asks are you hungry? Have you done it? Do you need anything? You can come in and hang out, and I'll show you where the food is, and blah blah blah. And I'm assuming y'all just follow her in and around. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just bundle y'all up so that way I can move y'all all at once.
Bundle us up, Brandon. It's cold outside.
So y'all walk into she walks you around the side of the stone building, and then walks y'all into the front of a tall 2-story wood and stone, the most imagine a hunting lodge. Imagine oh my god, why am I blanking on the store?
Epic Valheim build. Crate and barrel. Cracker Barrel.
Ooh, Cracker Barrel
No.
sounds so good
Pac
right
Sun. Zoomies. American
Cabela-
Eagle.
Cabela's.
now.
This is my kind of store.
Yeah. like
Got any
just
camo hats?
Oh, like Gander Mountain,
God.
and like what's that? Oh shit, the Bass Pro Hunting Store.
yeah, it's like a Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, Cabela's Bass Pro. Like that's kind of what you're walking into. Like
Doesn't Cabela's have like some sort of huge pyramid or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
in
Yes.
Tennessee, we drove by
Yeah.
it
What?
when we were on our way
A
to.
giant pyramid.
Yeah,
Like-
I think it's
like in the
Tennessee.
Like their
Egyptian style
headquarters.
one?
It's like a
Yeah.
glass pyramid.
Yeah.
Very sure.
God, that's so.
Doesn't it have like an
Insane.
aquarium or something? Yeah, it's got like yeah. Okay.
holy shit,
Look at your
It's,
the
it's got like all these like scenes with I assume taxidermied animals, and I think like
the Memphis Cabela's or the Memphis Bass Pro Shop is a giant fucking pyramid.
oh, Bass Pro Shop is a giant pyramid.
It was
Apparently,
one of those.
that is the
Dude.
most. This is such a
Oh
confusing.
shit!
Like it is the Las Vegas of Bass Pro. It is all lit up.
What is inside of it? What does it
A
look
Bass
like
Pro Shop.
inside? I mean,
It looks like the set of Hook.
Heavy.
what?
What the fuck? Oh my god! I will
What?
post a
You
fucking
like
picture.
walk over fish in a pond?
I will post the fucking picture. This looks like the goddamn set of Hook.
Wow.
Accurate? Yes, it does.
What the fuck? There's like a part of
Need
it
more
looks like
pirates.
the Pirates of the Caribbean area with like the swamp with all the trees and stuff.
Are there people driving ATVs around down there? Down bottom
It-
left, there's a guy
looks
driving a
like it's-
gator and 2 ATVs that are next to it.
Yeah, it's an all-terrain vehicle, dummy. You can ride them anywhere.
I saw that.
Oh my god. This is why
like
is this a
fun.
thing?
That's cool.
It does. But like why is it a thing?
What's Bass Pro without a little
Can you
cultural
fish
appropriation?
Inside of it? I think you can fish
I love
inside
that
the Bass
episode.
Pro Shop.
You gotta
How you gotta test out your new Bass
rod.
Pro gear?
Yeah.
This is fucking incredible. My mind is blown. Yeah, so the inside of it looks not quite like that one. But looks like the inside of a Bass Pro Shop with just like lots of different taxidermied animals you see as you walk in. I'm so fucked up by the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. I
know,
really
can't keep watching that meme either. It's like yeah.
So but y'all follow
Aquarium
Mira.
and there's like a giant
Did we just lose this too?
Did we
Oh my god.
There's a
We're about to
talk
be
about
done.
suspense.
Whoa, what was that?
We're about
Did
to,
your
we're about to
camera
be
die too?
about to wrap up for the evening, y'all.
Anybody play any video games tonight?
Yeah.
Wait, did
Hop
I
on
just
for a
get
bit.
disconnected?
Yeah.
You're here
Yeah.
again, but your video isn't.
What?
Yeah, no, it's just
Fuck?
on my screen. It's just me and Troy.
Oh my god.
Good to see you, buddy.
We were talking about like Alien earlier in the evening and like scary movies like that. Like our vitals just flatline on your screen. What?
Right.
Yeah, or like in Independence Day where the jets are like bleeping off the radar like all
Yep.
over. Yeah.
Well, next time on Dragon
Is
Ball
there
Z.
Well,
Yum-
I think that there's a bowling alley and the bowling balls come out of a shark's mouth in the
Fucking
Bass.
obviously, Bree. Why are you even telling it? Duh. Like, of course they do. What the fuck?
Duh. It's at every Bass Pro Shop.
Clearly.
Oh, there's a shark and an alligator and something else that the bowling balls come out of. I wonder how the fish feel about the sound of bowling balls nearby.
I wonder how the fish feel about a lot of things going on in that store. For instance, being in a store.
They probably don't
Permanent grade.
know, you know. I don't think they really have a concept of what. things
I
in
think
stores.
fish are anti-cap.
Handicapped?
Anti-cap, anti-capitalism.
Oh,
They don't like being in a store.
Um,
probably not.
alrighty. I feel like we are reaching the end of this adventure this evening. So we will just wrap on. Y'all walk into.
Okay, but can our party's next destination be the Bass Pro Shop at Big Cypress Lodge?
Yes,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Pandora can get him some ammo there.
Jaro can get him himself a
It
lot
was-
of things.
There better
was
not be a
built-
2-day waiting period.
It was built in 1991 as a 20,000 seat arena. It was owned and operated by the city of Memphis and Shelby County. The structure plays on the city's namesake in Egypt because it's in Memphis. And it is the 10th tallest pyramid in the world.
Holy shit.
And then in 2015, it reopened as the Bass Pro Shop. The Bass Pro Shop owns the 10th largest pyramid in the world.
I don't appreciate any of these facts.
Ah!
Capitalism. That's the power of capitalism, right?
Just
there.
wait
It's
till
on display.
Bucky's owns the third largest.
This is oh my god, no.
Alrighty. Well, for this evening, we will wrap on. Y'all enter a two-story long log dining hall, basically, and you. It's like the first story is just like it looks like it's just a long dining hall, like giant oak table all through the middle, and then there's like an upper rafters, like you can see up to the middle, but then there's like a galley, like a landing up at the top, and you see mounted all across the wall. You see a bunch of different animals, but you also see multiple different sizes and variations of orcs and half orcs. That has now been the majority of what is hung up on the walls is like orc trophies. As y'all walk in, following Mira, the door on the other side like kicks in, and you see a very tall, like clearly like over like 6'6", 6'7", dark haired, bright blue eye man goes like storms in, is like, "Oi, welcome. Mira, you treating these our strangers right? See, you brought me and Vincent. It's good to see you lovely fuckers. How y'all doing?"
Hey, Roy Kent.
Do they have taxidermied
Precisely.
orcs instead of animals?
He absolutely
As
has
well as
taxidermied orcs. Yeah, animals and taxidermied orcs hung up around the mantle. He greets
She's
you.
looking at all the corpses in awe. And
Like,
you kill many, many things. Snickage is a fan.
Did we just
And
become
on
best
that-
friends?
On that note, we will wrap for the evening. Thank you, technical difficulties.
Yay, technical difficulty.
Yay.
There's a shooting range in
Bye.
this fucking pyramid.
This
Can we
is
just end this
not-
episode Bass
We
Pro?
broke
Yeah, Bass sponsor.
Down this rabbit hole.
Sponsored
You wanna
by
go?
Bass Pro.
Let's go.
I
You want to go?
want to get sponsored by Bass Pro Shop. That's what I want.
There's a spa.
A Tandoro handgun.
There's a
Custom
shooting
made.
range. Oh my god. Because in
We've
the
lost this
categories, there's
completely.
oh totally,
Ivermectin.
absolutely. I'm never. I am not gonna come back from this like rabbit hole until I understand exactly like why and how this happened and what all is here. Because the like more I look at it, the weirder it is. Particularly like they're gonna add another zip line. Another zip line. They have the what is this? The
We can stop recording in Audacity.
Yes.
Oh, you don't
Goodbye,
think you don't
everybody.
think our fans
Goodbye.
want to hear about this?
Oh my
Goodbye.
God.